It's a completely different way of working with clients when you say, we've got all the numbers and we've heard you, and let's put those together. And let's use those, both of those, who you are, what you care about, what's most important to you, plus the financial analytics. Let's use those to make the best decisions for you. Private Ocean has always led with financial planning. And we find it consistently makes a real difference in the decisions clients make. We first get to know clients very well. We have a good shared understanding of what's important to them, what their values are, what they care most about. And we use that information to really have a context for all the financial decisions they make.
I find that the most powerful part of the financial planning process is the discovery meeting. It's an opportunity to really connect with a client, understand what's important to them, understand their experiences in life that have gotten to them to where they are today, the dynamic of their family, the character of the people, whether they're children or parents, what makes them passionate and get up every day with the ambition to do what they want to do in life, what's important in their career. These are really powerful things that, for me, help us, myself, my colleagues, drive the financial plan.
We have a process that we've established when we work with new clients. We understand where they've come from, where they are financially, where they want to be in the future. And that's impactful. Having that context really guides all the work that we do.
It starts with open-ended questions without judgment or any preconceived notions of what we think the answer might be. That conversation can be pretty thorough, can be sometimes emotional, can be very valuable to developing a partnership. The discovery discussion peels back the aspects of their life that are really important to them, and it begins to set the foundation for how to structure the financial plan properly.
So in this case, we were asking about, the question was, what was money like for you growing up? And in this case, we'd asked the wife, and then we asked the husband, who had been quieter in that first meeting. He'd heard from a really young age that there was not enough money, and he'd heard that repeated for years. So us having that information really informed the way that we work with them, both in terms of building models with them, but going forward. So where his spouse coming in the door felt a high degree of confidence that they were okay financially, he did not have that same confidence.
So the discussion ideally is a deep discussion around past, present, and future, but there are limits at times, and we're going to accommodate people's preferences for sharing personal information. And there'll usually be consistencies when you're talking about the present, because they're sharing their life together. And then the future, it's actually a really powerful conversation because we begin to see what they see for themselves 5 years out, 10 years out, full life expectancy out, and what's important to them around their family, if they have children or other loved ones, or if they have charitable interests that they want to engage in.
We often ask, what's your investment experience been like? What's worked really well for you? And conversely, what hasn't worked really well for you? Many of us are ready to tell you about our investment success and to share with you how great it was when that piece happened, and maybe not as ready to share what didn't go well. So understanding when those times were and what the decisions were that led up to it is pretty impactful, and it colors how we make recommendations for portfolios going forward.
So from discovery, we learn a lot of the qualitative aspects of their life, basically their life mission. That then leads us into the next step in the financial planning process called capital needs. And capital needs essentially is creating models, financial models, that give us and the client some sense on the path that they're headed in. And those models are reviewed every single year. In that review, we essentially look at 4 categories: assets, liabilities, income sources, and expenses. And we generate a projection which illustrates, are they on a sustainable path? Given their lifestyle today and their spending habits, can they sustain that? How much risk is needed? How much return is needed? Bottom line, are we going to run out of money? Is there a risk there?